Welcome to Health Across America, presented by Heartwise Ministries. I'm Nick Evanson, and I'm here with Dr. James Marcum, and we want to answer some of your questions today on this segment. And if you're watching at home and you think, I've got a great question for the doctor, go to our website at heartwiseministries.org. Click on the Ask the Doctor tab and submit your questions there. And Dr. Marcum, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Nick, and I like it when people ask questions because at Heartwise, you know, there's a place for modern medicine. There's a place for holistic medicine. We try to show we're at the correct place, and each individual's a little bit different. So
right.
What's our question for today?
Yeah, we've got somebody who wrote in and asks, what are some good foods to help minimize inflammation?
Okay. Well, let me make sure everyone understands what inflammation is. So have you ever had inflammation?
Yeah, I've had some inflammation before.
Well, inflammation is really where the immune system, parts of it get activated, and it goes there to fight or do whatever. Sometimes it can be, your redness, that's inflammation. Sometimes you can have inflammation in a joint and causes pain. Now, sometimes inflammation presses on nerves, and guess what? We have pain. Now, modern medicine's approach for inflammation, hopefully, will be to find the cause of the inflammation and get that. If it's inflammation because you hurt your leg riding the bicycle, rest your leg, let the inflammation settle down. Now, there's some things that can help speed up the inflammatory process, which is overusing it and causing pain. There's certain foods that increase inflammation. We now know that animal-based foods, animals can cause inflammation. So when we eat lots of processed foods in animals, it can trigger the inflammatory response. And a lot of the ways it does that is you have foreign substances in your body that you're not used to seeing. Right. Sometimes the body attacks it, sometimes it changes different chemistries in the body, and it promotes inflammation. So one of the things, if you have inflammation in your body from anywhere, you want to get to a whole food plant-based diet. Get rid of the things that cause inflammation. Another thing, there's specific ingredients we can do that have been shown to help with inflammation.
What are those?
One of the ingredients that I use is from the plant ginger.
Okay.
Ginger, if you get a ginger root, put it in some oatmeal. That's the best delivery system. Some people like to take ginger supplements. You can tell the characteristic ginger taste.
Right.
But ginger helps lower inflammation in the body. Another root that I use is turmeric.
Okay.
Turmeric helps lower inflammation in the body. It's another root, and you can either grind it up in the root and put it in your food, or another thing that you can do with it is buy the supplements or tablets, and it also has a very characteristic taste. But the big points, those are things that are known to do it, but I suspect a lot of the plant kingdom helps in ways we don't even understand in the gut. Have you heard of the good flora and the bad flora?
Sure.
Yeah. We know that people that eat lots of plants, things like beans and greens, it feeds the good bacteria. And you start making chemicals like butyrate and those good things, and that tends to slow down the bad bacteria, which promote inflammation via the gut. Okay. So all those plants slow down inflammation. So if you have systemic inflammation everywhere that's coming from the gut, you're going to want more plants to help the good bacteria overpower the bad bacteria, which could make them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So that's one way you can do systemic inflammation. Now, specific inflammation, like I'm treating, is like the ginger, turmeric, and of course the body that will make less inflammation totally. Now, medicine sometimes is useful for inflammation. They use the non-steroidals frequently, naproxen, Advil, Indocin, but those all have side effects, including bleeding is the main side effect. Some of them increase the risk of heart disease. So we don't want to use those for long periods of time for sure, but sometimes for a short period of time, they're useful because pain is not good either. Yeah. And inflammation does cause pain. Now, there's stronger anti-inflammatories. Sometimes they give a shot with prednisone in it. Sometimes they can also give what we call steroids. That's an anti-inflammatory, helps inflammation in the body. There's some stronger modern medicines that we use for severe genetic problems like Plaquenil and methotrexate, but we don't want to use modern medicine unless holistic medicine fails. So I would advise people for a plant-based diet, use specific supplements as needed, rest the part. And hopefully that will bring your inflammation to the lowest level and obviate the need for modern medicine. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It sounds like some great advice.
Well, I hope you don't have inflammation today, Nick.
Yeah, I'm actually doing pretty good because I've been sticking to that whole food plant-based diet.
Well, you do it.
All right. If you have another question, visit our website, heartwiseministries.org, and submit your question there, and we will try and fit it into the next segment. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.